Hello everybody, my name is Xanity109 and welcome back to another video. And as you can see from our days played in the corner of our screen, I have officially hit 2,000 days played in my survival world. Now, it's been a little bit and I've done some stuff off camera since my last video in this world. So today, for our 2,000 day world special, I'm just gonna be kind of going around and touring the castle. So we've seen the library in here, which this is alright, but if we come up here, we can kind of access the upper floor of the castle, and coming out through here, we're just gonna break. I put in a well right here, as well as swapped out the bottom red sandstone for copper golems. Copper golems are actually one of my new favorite building blocks. I'm using them everywhere, and so I think that looks really cool. And on top of this, I've also added a little fountain here with a copper golem, copper golems up here, and shelves along the side. But a big thing that I've done is I've reworked the throne room. I renovated the entire interior of this, featuring 6 little chairs using the shelf and banners. Banners are also another thing I've been building. But it's got like a mosaics on the wall, and it all leans up to the copper throne for the ruler. I've also put copper golems there and added all kinds of detailing and stuff. But a fun thing is there's banners in these shelves to symbolize each of the 6 kind of like tribes that the Kingdom of Einheit is composed of, which I'll probably drop some more lore on later. But another thing I've done is right here, there's a door which takes you into the base of this tower, and if you go up here, you'll find the King's Chambers, which this is a completely different vibe to the rest of the castle, but I really like it. It's something different that I tried. There's just various little small rooms and alcoves. The beacon beam runs through here. But yeah, the King's Chambers here. There's a sauna in here, little bathhouse. But I've designed that for the king to live in. And so then moving outside, back out of the tower, I have also installed a cart here with some wheat in it, or hay, and put copper armor on the horses in the stables. I've also added a coal cart, and I'm currently in the process of turning that into a small building up on stilts there. But I've also added a little copper golem just kind of sitting here, and I've done the interior to this room. This is a barracks for the guards of the castle. They've got the beds, storage, little sitting area, and a cooking area. And then in here they've got more seating, weapons rack, and an armor rack. So this is the room that we're going to have the guards stay in. Now, I haven't done anything else. I think that just about summarizes the changes that I've made to the castle off camera. But in today's episode, we're going to be working on this room right here. We're going to be turning this and maybe the floor below. We're going to be doing the interior to this and turning this into like the royal feast hall for the king, and have a big long table in the middle and all of that. So without further ado, let's start working on that. Before we start though, I'm going to quickly build up the little building that's going to sit up here on the wall of the castle really quickly. And now I have an opinion. I would like to ask you guys who are watching this, do you have any ideas for the castle interior? Like, after seeing everything that's inside of the castle, do you have any ideas for stuff to add, specifically in like the towers or the second floor up here or anything like that? Because I'm running out of ideas to put in here, and so that would really help me out to get some inspiration for that. But this isn't going to be a very complex build right here. It's just going to be really simple. Just a spruce build with copper accents, and then we're going to put copper slabs for the roof. very simple. But if you are enjoying the series and would like to see me continue to play and expand this world, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it, and it will help grow my channel. So, yeah, I gathered a little too much stuff. But, as we can see, that little building there is done. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna strip those logs. But that looks about right. I might add a little bit more detail off camera. But yeah. Deep Slate Emerald. I've never found one of these before. This is so touch right. Yep. This is my first Deep Slate Emerald ore. I have never found one of these. I was down here mining for ores, and well, we're just gonna plop that straight in the ender chest. Alright, so as you can see, it's been a couple of in-game days since our last recorded clip. And in that time, I've mostly been mining Tuff and Deep Slate and resupplying my materials. But I did go ahead and build the interior here of the feast hall. This little room over here is going to be the kitchen once I do the interior of that. I have no idea what's going to go in here. And then this doorway here leads down to the second floor, which I may get rid of the staircase entirely. I don't know. But, yeah, this is the throne, or the feast hall. So there's plates and cups all over the tables, paintings and decorations on the wall. I really like this big resin mosaic that I built with a copper, like, hanging from the ceiling and decorations and plants. And then I put some rarer things, you know, kind of on display on tables. So whenever the king who sits here would have, like, dinner guests over, they can kind of see the rare and, like, how rich the kingdom is. But yeah, this is the feast hall. The only thing that I can think of is maybe adding some slabs there, which I'm actually, now that I say that, I'm gonna go do that off camera. But I have to show you something because this is bothering me, and it will probably bother you too. The door is not centered on the table. The door is centered on the edge of the table. The door is centered on the building, but this room and table are not centered, and it's bugging me. But I don't care enough to fix that right now, because it would ruin my plans to have the kitchen over there in the interior. So we're just gonna deal with that and pretend it doesn't exist like a lot of my other problems. But yeah, that's that. So I think I'm gonna build the kitchen next. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've done the kitchen in the banquet hall for the castle. Now, the reason I'm not really recording any of it is because, to be honest, I'm just kind of sitting here vibing with a bowl of Doritos and a documentary about the history of the Roman Empire on my second monitor. So I'm just kind of chilling, playing Minecraft, and it's really enjoyable. So, yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason I haven't really recorded that much of the process of building this. But with that, I think that's all I have time for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.